I wanna take you for a ride.
Welcome to Kick Scammers, the show where we look at the absolute worst Kickstarters, the scammiest Indiegogos, and disgraceful GoFundMes ever to exist. And in today's episode, I want you to sell me this pen. Actually, if you want to be a true scumbag, it's a lot easier than this.
Well, this pen works, and I personally love...
Oh, shut up, mate. You haven't got a chance. Go on, get out of your seat and allow me to showcase one of the latest scams that have finally started finding its way into the hands of the original backers. A campaign that has so many obvious red flags associated to it that many fans of the show would have already seen numerous times in one of the almost 100 videos I've covered on this particular topic. And today, not only will I break down the entire timeline of this messy campaign that is probably going to get away with it, I, DJ Slope, can also show you how I think they did it step by step. So if you're someone that's struggling to sell someone this pen, why not give up? It's far easier to sell a dream, a product, a gimmick, and an unnecessary piece of crap to literally thousands upon thousands of unsuspecting backers, and that's what I plan to show you today in this Indiegogo's Sunglasses Scam. Welcome to Slope's Game Room.
Yo, Trip, yo, wow, y'all put music in freaking sunglasses now? So I can call my mom. Yo, what's up? Yo, can you hear me? Yo, this is lit, nah.
That's insane.
Oh my god! We're like in our own party right now.
Like, how did you think of this? This is like made for me.
Can you hear mine?
No. So, if my Bluetooth is connected, it's playing music. I can hear it in my head.
This is SoundRay.
Oh, sorry guys, it's SoundRay apparently, although I'm just going to be calling it Sundray, because that's literally what it says. And I know what you're thinking, how the hell did this one fail? That's one seriously good looking campaign video, right? A pair of shades that have bone conducting vibration like arms that allow you to listen to music without headphones and without other people hearing the music. Scam? Well, actually, no. Mostly. Bone conduction devices have been around for the longest time. You may remember these lollies that played random nursery rhymes or say random 90s tubular phrases when you grip them with your teeth.
It's called sound bites, and it makes sound and music inside your head.
No way!
Yes, Way. Try it.
Well, these are basically no different. Bone conduction headphones, just like all headphones, range from cheap and crappy to amazing and expensive. Well, amazing probably isn't the right terminology. A top-of-the-range pair of bone conduction headphones will never sound as good as a top-of-the-range pair of standard headphones, but they do still have their positives. Keeping your ear canal free allows you to easily hear your environment around you. Good if you are into cooperative sporting activities, it's just that any song with a lot of will sadly not sound so good. In other words, go and get them if you're into podcasts, calling your mum, or if you're one of those boring chaps that listen to nothing but acoustic cover bands. Anyway, back to the campaign at hand. The campaign video very much implies that these random passers-by on the street have been given what is essentially a finished product. All those really do give off the impression that this particular campaign is good to go. Problem was, it was on Indiegogo. Yep, Indiegogo, the place where all the failed or probably never gonna get delivered dreams, prototypes go to die. And by die, I actually mean gain $750,969 from 6,349 backers. The campaign was funded in less than 30 minutes. In order to get as much funding as possible, the campaign owners set up referral programs, added extra stretch goals, which included protective leather cases that doubled as a charger, as well as multiple colors, blue light blocking lenses, multiple color lenses, better audio, and God knows whatever else. Of course, this was all nothing but a good thing that comfortably got the campaign over its $750,000 campaign, but more importantly for the campaign owners, it got them something far more valuable, and that was a whole heap of excuses. And who's to blame? The backers. If these guys were blown away before by the brilliantly edited video, just wait until they get hold of the newfangled super magnificent turbo powered and Knuckles with Funky Kong editions that they were now promised to be getting. Just as long as they didn't mind waiting for delay after delay after delay after delay because of those extra editions. Still, not a problem. Heck, even Indiegogo themselves promoted the product and slapped a big fat in demand label on them, which is essentially the same as Kickstarter's Projects We Love, in case you didn't know, because if Kickstarter or Indiegogo like your product, they are going to promote it more. If they promote it more people will pay into the campaign, and the more people that pay into the campaign, the more commission Indiegogo gets when those payments are taken. And by this point, they can wash their hands of the project, moving on to whatever they deem in demand next.
If only I could think of an invention. Something that would really make money. Must concentrate and work harder than I've ever worked.
Anyway, after Indiegogo have moved on, there's little that the company does to keep an eye on the project, even though it was probably their marketing that got you to back it. It's not their problem. You backed it, you deal with it. And with so many reward tiers met, upgrades to be made, and extra accessories to invent, every update becomes slow on news and heavy on excuses. This was when a certain backer by the name of Android927 started to dig a little deeper, as the constant hazy excuses really did wind him up after spending hundreds on the device. What he discovered was that the Facebook account was managed by someone in Poland, the headquarters was based in Wyoming, even though the company themselves claimed to be from San Diego. And after finding the location in Wyoming, he made contact with the secretary of the building, who confirmed that these were the offices of Sundre, but those offices were never occupied, and the owners never showed up to do business ever again. Let's take a closer look at the campaign video itself. Or to be more specific, let's look at the company that made the flashy video, Tiger House Films. A company that by all accounts were asked by the Sundre guys to remove all labeling of the brand from their portfolio. Now, you can still find pictures very early on in this company's portfolio, but like I said, all of the branding is gone. You can even find a video with a little bit of extra B-roll footage spliced in too. But again, no Sundre marking on any of it. Thankfully, a quick look at the source page confirms all. Now, after Android927 reached out to the company who made the video, he was informed that it was indeed legit. It was all genuine. Well, as genuine as Instagram-like people can be anyway, but the most important thing here is that the bone conduction sunglasses are indeed, according to this marketing company, a real thing, and that the reactions are indeed real, although, let's be honest, they are a tad forced. And you know what? I believe them. These bone conduction type devices were pretty commonplace by this point, and what you saw in the trailer was allegedly real. It's just that the backers got something very, very different.
Alright guys, I'm gonna make a video of sunglasses I received. This is how they came in the packaging. I already opened it.
I mean, yes, they exist, but they were not what was seen in the video. This was what was eventually released, a product with 2 speakers, not 4, a product that came in a crappy cardboard box and little to no extra packaging, and a product that simply does not provide any bone conduction whatsoever. But instead, what you got is 2 very small tinny speakers that spill out horrible sounding music for you and everybody else to hear. What was seen in the video was believed to be these, an expensive pair of headphones with Tsundere sprayed on the side. And that's coming from people who actually worked on the video, I might add. Whilst the backers, well, they got something much, much cheaper. So yeah, what you essentially got here is a semi-decent product, ever so slightly altered, sent to a marketing agency who obviously knew no better, which was then slapped up on a crowdfunding site, enough add-ons added in order to postpone the release, and the final product being something bought off the shelf with the bare minimum of customizations added to a small number of backers so that they can, 1, keep Indiegogo off their back looking like they are working on and actually releasing a product, 2, making the backers wait just long enough to remove their ability to get refunds via the majority of credit card companies, and 3, make on average, I don't know, what, $100 or more per set sold? And that, ladies and gentlemen, is how you sell the pen. You sell the dream and offer little to nothing once the deal is done. Time to pack up, send a few more out to make it look like you tried your best in Indiegogo's eyes, and eventually never log in again. But there's just one problem. Yes, you've made your money. Yes, you're shipping out the cheap products in batches to keep Indiegogo off your back. But you've got Android 927 still on the case, updating the world upon your shenanigans. So you delete all of his and everybody else's negative comments. You constantly change the address of the base of your operations, even if old Android does become a serious pest by this point, chasing you every single time by street viewing, ringing the authorities, receptionists, and even taxi companies to discover if the address even exists, which sometimes it doesn't. You send production photos only to those who you think you can trust that shows off that these are cheap products even more. You upload production videos in the lowest quality possible and as short as possible to spread hope mixed with a whole heap of confusion. Oh, and finally, when you send out those production pictures, try not to expose yourself with images that show absolutely no bone conduction, no USB-C port, and try not to pretty much completely confirm that yes, these are the innards of a pair of $40 headphones from Amazon, or worse, a pair of $15 ones from Alibaba. Oh look, they are both the A12 model. That's convenient. So, where does it go from here? Who knows? Sure, a few more chargebacks by the backers might be successful depending on the credit card company, but as long as you keep deleting those comments, you should be able to get away with a heavy portion of that funding. And heck, if all else fails, every time someone comments negatively, the most ironic and funny thing that you can do is, of course, accuse them of fraud. Fraud. It's just way too easy.